Thank you for joining us for our Facebook Live event with Caitlin Blue. We're sorry this is a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties. So Caitlin Blue is a recent graduate of the department. She graduated with a BA in history last spring. Is that correct?
Yeah, May.
So what drew you to the undergraduate program at UB?
Originally, I was at St. Bonaventure University, and I was as an international studies major. And I kind of felt like there was so much focus on like broadcasting at the school that I wasn't like really getting the attention that I desired for that major. So I took off a semester and traveled a little bit, and then I decided to apply for UB just to be like closer to like home. And I got to the program. And then I got into the school, and then I decided that my passion like really lied with like being a history major. So I decided to like pursue that.
What was your favorite class as a history major? I'm sure you had all of them were your favorites.
So difficult. I guess one of my favorite classes, which has helped me to decide what I want to continue to do my research in, was Dr. Shin's class, Who Had a Renaissance, that I took not this past spring, but the last spring before I graduated. And Who Had a Renaissance focused on the Jewish women and Black Africans in Renaissance Italy to see if they experienced the same Renaissance that white men did during this time as well.
So is that what you researched when you were an undergrad, or what did you do your research in?
Actually, most of my research centered around like slavery and African American history, which was really interesting. But when I took Dr. Shin's class, like the seminar class, it really helped to define and solidify what I wanted to study.
So what have you been doing since you graduated?
I currently work at the Niagara Falls Underground Railroad Heritage Center as a visitor specialist, and I actually got this job before I graduated. So it'll be a year in January that I've been there. And I'm also working as like a contractor. I've been contracted by the Buffalo Jewish Federation to do some other side work as well. So that keeps me pretty busy.
That's really exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how did your history training at UB help prepare you for these two jobs?
I'd definitely say one of the biggest things is that it prepared me for like critical thinking and thinking outside of the box. Also, as a writer, I feel like that's incredibly important to have the skills of a writer. And I feel like after leaving this program, the history program has definitely prepared me and has enhanced my writing. Also, I just feel like a well-rounded individual and really thankful for the faculty members that I was able to interact with in these classes, because they really pushed me outside of my comfort zone, and I feel like they definitely prepared me to dabble in anything else I would like to go forward with.
Awesome. And what advice do you have for anyone looking to major or minor in history?
I say that they should do it and not worry. Like, they should just go ahead and do it. I'm biased because I graduated with a degree in history, but I say you just do it. I think one of my biggest concerns was, well, what am I going to do with a history degree? We can do literally anything, and not necessarily working in the field, but there are a lot of things that you can do with a history degree that prepares you for so much more than anything else. And I'm really grateful for how ready I feel I am for the world because I majored in history.
Awesome. Well, we are so glad that you came back to visit us today. And congratulations on all you've accomplished since before you graduated and since you've graduated.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
And join us at the end of the month when we talk with Professor DeWalt.